Hello and thanks for joining us on TVC's World Now. Let's begin in Africa, where fierce armed clashes have continued into its third day in Sudan. Water and electricity supplies have been cut off in some areas of the capital, Khartoum, trapping residents in scarcity of daily necessities. The United Nations says more than 185 persons are now dead as a result of the conflict that has pitted Sudan's President General Abdel-Fattah al-Burhan against his Vice President Hemedti. We have details in this report.
Satellite images showing damage to areas in Sudan. Destroyed aircraft at Khartoum airport. Clashes between the Sudanese army and the paramilitary rapid support forces in Sudan have killed at least 185 people and wounded over 1,800 others as of Monday. They have been using tanks, artillery, fighter jets and other heavy weapons in their exchange of fire. Head of the UN Integrated Transition Assistance Mission in Sudan, Volker Perthes, says it's a very fluid situation and the two sides have showed no signs of being willing to negotiate. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres has condemned the fighting in strong terms. He urged those with influence over the situation to support efforts to end the violence, restore order, and return to the path of transition.
The situation has already led to horrendous loss of life, including many civilians. Any further escalation could be devastating for the country and the region. I urge all those with influence over the situation to use it in the cause of peace, to support efforts to end the violence, restore order, and return to the path of transition. The humanitarian situation in Sudan was already precarious and is now catastrophic. I condemn the deaths and injuries to civilians and humanitarian workers and the targeting and looting of premises.
U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken says a U.S. diplomatic convoy came under fire in Sudan on Monday, but according to him, nobody was hurt. While speaking to reporters in Japan after G7 talks, Mr. Blinken said, quote, "This action was reckless, it was irresponsible and of course unsafe," end of quote. European Union ambassador to Khartoum, Aida, was also reported to have been attacked Monday. Without detailing any injuries to the envoy, the blog's top diplomat, Joseph Bata, he says, quote, "A few hours ago, the EU ambassador to Sudan was assaulted in his own residency. Security of diplomatic premises and staff is a primary responsibility of Sudanese authorities and an obligation under international law," unquote. Irish Foreign Minister Michael Martin confirmed Mr. O'Hara was not seriously hurt. Now, as open warfare rages on, some fear the violence could yet descend into full-scale civil war.
Now, for more on this, President Emeritus, Corporate Council on Africa